Pay attention. All right, look, I need you to listen, drop everything you're doing right now, and listen to me very carefully. New information is out about the UKMLA, and we're going to talk about it right now. You're going to get all the updates, all the latest hot goss, and you're going to be able to say, I know everything there is to know about the United Kingdom medical licensing assessment. Grab a cup of coffee, maybe some popcorn. It's about to get interesting.
If this is the first time you're checking out our channel, welcome. Basically what we do is we run a website that's totally free known as roadtok.com, and it will explain the ins and outs about everything related to the United Kingdom and what it takes for you to work as a doctor in the NHS. So if you've not already, please stalk us on all of our social media. Find us on Facebook, find us on Twitter, Instagram, and of course, YouTube. Don't forget to subscribe.
Hey guys, Ibreez here. Now, the three main things that I want you to first take away from everything I'm going to say in this awesome video is, number one, there is an MLA content map, which is basically replacing the PLAB blueprint. So this content map consists of all of the things that you need to know for the exam as part of the syllabus for the exam. All right. The second thing that you need to understand right now is that in 2024, you will have MLA. I know there's like a lot of discrepancy. People are like, wait, but why is it PLAB? Why is it not MLA yet? Why haven't they officially said anything? GMC's basically said that they'll keep the name PLAB, but the content map is what they're going to be following. So the MLA content map. Alarm bells might be ringing for those of you who are taking the exam in early 2024, because you're going to stop and wonder and be like, hold it. Am I taking PLAB or am I taking MLA? That's just called PLAB. The thing is, GMC's going to let you know somewhere near the exam. So you might be taking it, as in you might be taking a PLAB that has an MLA blueprint or content map, or you might be taking a PLAB that has a PLAB blueprint. It would be nice if they just replaced it for everyone in one go, but it doesn't seem like they're going to be doing that. And they have said eventually they're going to update the name completely to MLA, so you'll know that's exactly what you're taking. Now, the last thing that's going to come up to your brain, which is obviously a logical transition, is how am I supposed to prepare for this exam now? Because it's not going to be following the PLAB blueprint, and all the question banks that are out there are for PLAB and following the PLAB blueprint. What about for MLA's content map? And that's where we come in, because we have something for you. It's going to be linked down in the description box, but basically if you check out ukmla.roadtok.com, you can be one of the first few to sign up, and as soon as we roll it out, which fingers crossed will be fairly soon, you're going to have an exclusive, completely MLA-built QBank that will put you on the road to success. Now let's talk about some of the other things that you need to keep in mind when it comes to the MLA. All right, now you guys who maybe don't know what the MLA is might be really confused that I'm just talking about something without actually explaining it. But we've already made a video previously, about 2 years ago, when there was the first rumblings of MLA that kind of cover the real basic concept, like why is it there, what's it for, what are they hoping to achieve. We didn't obviously have the information that we have now in that video, but if you're wondering how do I get a background knowledge of MLA, I would suggest checking out that video. And if you still feel like there's any confusion, I'm hoping this video will clear up the rest of that confusion. But basically what you need to know is the MLA is replacing PLAB. PLAB will no longer exist. It will now be an exam known as MLA. Those of you who are on routes for registration through alternative routes like, the medical training initiative, sponsorship, acceptable postgraduate qualifications like MRCP or MRCS, you do not have to worry about MLA just the same way as you did not have to worry about PLAB. So don't stress out if you're thinking about taking one of those routes that, am I going to have to take a completely new exam now? No. The same way as that the PLAB route did not apply to you if you went through a different route, it still stands for MLA. Nothing's actually changed for any of you taking any of the other routes to registration. Now, the next important question, what are the requirements? You already know what the requirements are for PLAB. We have so many videos talking about requirements and what you need and criteria to fulfill. Now, the good news is, or maybe you won't think it's good news, but I think it's personally good news, the requirements haven't changed. Whatever the requirements currently are for PLAB, whatever criteria you must fulfill in order to be eligible to take PLAB, these will then continue on for MLA as well. So everything in that sense stays the same. There's still going to be an English requirement. There's still that kind of generic understanding of where you need to be and what you need to provide in order to take MLA. And from my understanding, it's still going to be through the GMC online account as well. So it looks like not much will be changing in that sense of what you have to do. Now you're going to ask me, okay, that's fine, Ibreez. They've changed it to the MLA. That means, all right, I'm taking an exam that also the UK grads will have to take in 2025. Is that now going to affect my progression? Are they going to say UK grads are getting this in MLA, IMGs are getting that in MLA? What about me? Where do I fall in all of this? Will I still be able to progress? This part is also still going to stay the same. The same way with PLAB, nobody cares what you get. You just need to pass. You pass, you get your registration, you do what you got to do. It's the same for the MLA. It's a pass-fail system. Do not stress about what you get. I really hate seeing now, even with people who take PLAB, they're like, oh yeah, I scored this. I basically didn't get anything wrong, or only got 1 or 2 things wrong. That's great. Like, kudos that you did that well. But effectively, it does not make a difference in your career, in your progression, in your specialty training, in anything. Nobody knows what your results are. They just know that you've passed. And that's what you have to aim for, is passing. That's basically the crux of what you guys need to know. Now, I'm just going to cover a couple of extra things because I'm sure it's going to be swimming in somebody's mind. So who has to take this exam? If you are an international medical graduate, okay, and you haven't already taken PLAB 1 or PLAB 2, you're potentially looking at getting an MLA seat in your next round of finding a seat just because of the way PLAB's booked up. Now, if you have to take MLA, it's not going to affect anything. It's just like PLAB in that sense. Everything stays the same. This is all from 2024. UK graduates will also be taking MLA. They will be taking it from 2025. I'm assuming that's also probably when the name change will come in, because GMC is just going to be like, guys, now that everyone's taking the MLA, we might as well update the name. But remember, the biggest difference is with PLAB, they were following the PLAB blueprint, and MLA, they have the MLA content map. Those of you who are EU EEA graduates, GMC has finally come out and said you do not have to take the MLA. I know all y'all who are sat there who are not EU EEA must be like, what? Should I just transfer to a European school now? Don't do that. Just some people get lucky. They got lucky. If this changes, they will say something. Right now, they haven't said anything beyond. They will not need to take it, just the same way as up until now, EEA graduates have not needed any exam outside of English proficiency and anything extra that GMC felt they may require to join the register and become a doctor in the NHS. So those are the main points to take away about the MLA. Don't stress out, don't freak out. The purpose of this video is not to leave you in a cold sweat with nightmares for the next couple of weeks or months about what in the world is the MLA. I've made this huge mistake. Why am I even thinking about coming to the UK? It's more for you guys to get updated with this information. And of course, as new information becomes available, we're here to guide you. And don't forget, we've got that question bank coming out as well, which will, fingers crossed, provide you exactly the information that you need to pass the exam. Because remember, that's all you've got to do. You've just got to pass the exam. So stick with us, continue to subscribe to our YouTube channel, follow us on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and all that good stuff. Check out our forum. If you want to talk about this, maybe one-on-one, we've got those personalized guided sessions just for that. See you next time.